Disability benefits. 5 gotchas that can reduce or stop your benefits. Hi, I'm Eric with First Maryland Disability Trust. Today, we're talking about 5 gotchas that can cause your benefits to be reduced, suspended, or denied. These are things people often don't forget about or don't find out about until it's too late. Quick note, as always, this video is for general information, not legal or financial advice. Everyone's situation is different, so talk to a qualified professional before making any changes. The first gotcha is SNAP household of one. If you are disabled and living with others, including your parents, you may still be considered your own household for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, sometimes called food stamps. The conditions are you have to buy your own food and prepare most of your meals separately. Having a staff member in the house with you doesn't change that. Staff is allowed to help you prepare meals. That is part of helping you live independently. If the state counts you as part of a larger household, your benefit can drop or even not get approved because they will take everybody's income into account. So if you're living with mom and dad and you're preparing your own meals, or you have a staff member who comes over and helps you prepare your meals every day or go grocery shopping, then you don't file as a household of 3, you, your mom, and your dad. You file as a household of 1. And that's an important thing to remember. Gotcha number 2, special needs trusts are not your asset. I see this more and more where Medicaid redetermination is coming around, and well-meaning case managers or other people involved in a person with a disability life have listed the special needs trust as an asset, and now Medicaid wants to know how much is in the trust. A special needs trust has its own tax identification number and is legally separate from you. It should not be reported as your asset. It pays its own taxes. You do, and if it's a proper special needs trust, you have no control over how the money is distributed. The trustee does. An ABLE account is your asset, but balances under the ABLE program's limits are not counted for benefits by law. Part of getting the ABLE accounts approved is that people who have disabilities and have an ABLE account can put money into it, and it will not be counted for a means tested benefit like SSI, HUD, housing voucher, Medicaid, or anything else. Sole benefit rule. Trust funds must primarily benefit the beneficiary. A trust can buy a TV you watch with your roommates, but it cannot buy a car that you can't drive if it will mostly benefit someone else. So if you need transportation once a month to go to a doctor's office, the trust is probably not going to buy you a car so your brother or your staff can take you to a doctor's office once a month out of concern that somebody else will be driving that car on the days that you do not have to go to the doctor's office, and they will not be using it for your benefit. That is why that rule exists, is it's got to be for your benefit. Housing paid by a trust can and often will reduce supplemental security income, SSI. If a trust pays for your rent, mortgage, or utilities, and you're on SSI, your monthly benefit will be reduced by up to 1/3. And that's because of in-kind support and maintenance, ISM. You're allowed to have your trust pay for rent or housing because sometimes there may not be a choice. But if it does, You need to know and you need to plan for your SSI being reduced. Back pay or settlements. If SSI or Medicaid beneficiaries get money directly paid directly to them, even if it's only for one day, it will count as a resource and can cause ineligibility. The way to fix this is to deposit the money into a qualifying trust before it reaches you. What are some examples? Well, I think everybody uses the example of getting an inheritance. I think another example that I'm seeing happen more frequently is child support. If you are 18 and you're receiving child support, that child support counts as income for you. You need to have that child support be deposited into a trust, a first party special needs trust, and never have it contact you. The child support order should be paying into a trust, not paying into John or Jane Doe. Work with an attorney for all of this. This is where a estate planning attorney and a family law attorney may seem like they're going to cost you a lot of money, but over the long term, they're going to save you significantly more than what you'll be spending to invest in getting this done properly. These are 5 common gotchas that trip people up. The rules can be complicated and mistakes can be costly. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe for more straight talk and disability benefits and financial tools. If you have questions, please drop them in the comments or reach out to us. info@firstmdtrust.org. Thanks for watching.